Hi everybody. I knew I'd need some larger equipment, so I hired this mini excavator and another bobcat to help me dredge the pond. I like to keep my videos short, so the actual dredging will be a two-part video, this part and another episode. Here's just a reminder of how the pond looked before we really get into starting the transformation. Kind of a green, stagnant water. And this is a result of 25 or 30 years in neglect. There's that darn brush pile again. We're going to use that here in a few minutes. I was real happy with the way this turned out. Now we're walking along the pond dike. I want to take you up and show you one of the big holes that I have here. Here it is here. This is a result of neglect over 20 or 30 years. You can see how the water's probably started out in a small hole and eroded into one the size of a bowling ball. It just trickles away now. And there's that snapping turtle, one of probably 3 that I have in the pond. You're going to meet them up close and personal here in another episode. This is late July or early August. And I can't believe I didn't see a snake or anything crawl out of there. Of course, I wasn't looking too doggone hard either. As I've said before, our plan was to take the dry brush and put it on the back side of the pond dike. And then when we dig out the sludge and the muck from the pond, we're going to put it on top of that. And that'll hold it back and not let it go down into a nearby stream. You can see just a small step there, and you get into a lot of muck and a lot of soft areas. So he's going to take the excavator and we're going to start on the most shallow end. This end was had a lot of cattails. You saw that if you stepped in there you would quickly sink into muck. So we're going to muck all this out.
Oh, that's nice clay. See that? Well, there's what we're looking for. That's some real nice clay right there. See all the silt? There must be a solid foot on top of it. There, that's nice. So he's using that bucket, and it's sitting right on top of it.
You know, the operator and myself have never done this before. So our plan was to be real careful where we put those teeth, because I don't know how thick the clay liner is. So we were going to use the flat side of the bucket and skim off the muck, and then carefully dig that out of there and dispose of it.
that's a great technique to find out where that clay bottom is without putting any teeth through it. That silt is just sitting on top. It's separating like oil and water. It just slides right off. We put a lot of brush that we removed from the pond, put it down there, and it's acting like a poor man's silt fence. Here you can see some of it. It's along the dike side. We're going to go ahead and fill in the, put that material we're digging out on top of it. It'll drain, and that should work very well with no concerns with the neighbors' streams or anything. It's coming out like a real stiff pudding. There you go. We haven't done this before, so our thoughts are we're going to try to like butter a bowl. We're going to take the clay residue and the clay and butter the inside of this bowl with the bucket. And I don't see why that won't work. Careful to use the teeth there to just drag off the excess material, and then he goes to the flat part of the bucket. And for, like I say, lack of a better term, kind of butters that inside. I think it looks like a reasonable idea. There's about a 2-foot drop on the other side of that temporary dike that we're leaving in place so that we can form this, shape it, make sure everything's plugged up. Then we'll go ahead and open up the dike. That'll lower the water level. And then we'll come over, and once the water level empties and gets lower, then we'll go ahead and fix that hole. And then we have another one over here. So I hope our ideas work.
So again, as I said, I want to keep my videos short, so we're going to bring this one to close, and then we're going to join it in the next episode from this part right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.